criticism when we stood it up, but they have made a huge difference in this hurricane season. They're going to continue to do it. So I've directed Volunteer Florida to keep the fund activated for Hurricane Milton. There's been millions raised for relief, and we're thankful to Noir, Wells Fargo, Bolger, and others for making really significant donations. And I know there's going to be a lot more that are going to want to do it. To contribute to the Florida Disaster Fund, you can text disaster to 20222. This traffic bounce around, it's not guaranteed it's going to hit there. A lot of the spots is not going there. You have to remember to say that the roads and the interstates, they are flowing. Not much for people to do, but the best option would probably be just to evacuate the people. There's a lot of space in those shelters right now, and the conditions are likely going to continue to deteriorate throughout the course of the day. We had, of course, on Monday, when the initial evacuations were coming down, particularly in the Tampa Bay area, a lot of traffic on I-4, I-75, FDOT did the emergency shoulder plan. That helped, but it was a little slow. And those roads can be very slow. Anyways, by the time GMC and Cadillac owners, school trips are closed, all Florida counties and Mississippi and Seminole tribes are assisting the state with storm response. I want to thank all of those for these decisions to protect yourself and your family. Massive amounts of space at these shelters. The roads are flowing. Conditions are
over 200,000 in the impacted area. If you're making decisions that, oh, it's too much in the discount code, make sure you have enough supplies to weather the storm. And maybe you have 7 days of supplies on hand. Our just are expecting with this storm. Charger Lake tranquilized us now. We've got power generator. And the last 8 hours, you see a lot of rain heading into the impacted area. You see tornado warnings. I think as of our 7:15 briefing with my executive staff, we had 7 tornado warnings, and as we were walking in here, I saw 2 more. So there's been much somewhere else.
So right now it's about 10 minutes to 3. We've just been binge watching weather all day, all morning. It's looking bad in a lot of places right now. The hurricane hasn't even made landfall yet, but right now there's so many tornadoes popping up everywhere in Central and South Florida. It's insane. Right now on the news, there are like 12 tornado warnings and 3 or 4 confirmed tornadoes that are on the ground. One of which was just announced in St. Lucie, Port St. Lucie. It's crazy right now. It's been raining all morning, all day, steadily. The rain is picking up. It's like the calm before the storm, you know? And for the past 3 days, we've been preparing and waiting, and it seems like, oh my gosh, is this ever gonna happen? But according to the news, here in Orlando, we should start feeling some of the effects maybe within another hour, but so far there's really not much to see outside. Things are finally starting to take a turn for the worst outside, but yeah, all these past few days we've just been preparing. So, I mean, it's just a waiting game now, and I'm truly hoping that the wind we get will not cause too much damage. I'm not too worried about flooding, at least not in this area where we are. I'm sure lots of areas around Orlando will be impacted by flooding. So we just gotta hope and pray for the best. And I hope everybody in the state of Florida that's affected is safe, sound, and secure, and, you know, just hunker down and stay out of harm's way. I don't know what it is. Whenever we get into the hurricane prep mode, I get into this cleaning mode. So all the laundry is done. Every room is vacuumed and swept. I even clean the blinds in the kitchen. I don't know what that is. Is it just me, or you get into cleaning mode leading up to the hurricane approaching, or is it just me? I don't know. But yeah, I even washed my hair, which is why it's in twists. So now we just kind of sit back and hunker down, and eventually we're going to get into these hurricane snacks that we stocked up on. So that's a good thing. So what I'm probably going to do is get dinner started early. I won't have to worry about the power going out if it goes out. I mean, I don't even know if the weather is going to get that bad by this evening, but just to have that out of the way gives me peace of mind. So we just got another weather update for Orange County, and we are under a tornado watch. There's potential for tornado development. So it's getting real, guys, and the hurricane isn't even here yet. This is my first time looking outside since about 10:30 last night, and it's getting pretty violent outside. We still have power, but our Wi-Fi just went out. Not 30 seconds after I said we have no power, the power started to flicker, but it's back on for now. Once again, the power is out. I have rechargeable bulbs, which is the reason why that lamp is still on, but this is the longest the power has stayed out so far. So here we are. First the Wi-Fi goes, and now the power is officially out for like 2 minutes straight. Oh man. Just when I thought the bursts of gusty winds were becoming less frequent, things are starting to amp up a little. Most of the hurricane snacks that we bought were exactly that, snacks, so we really don't have breakfast foods. I mean, everything that we eat for breakfast is perishable and has to be cooked. So we're gonna head out and not venture off too far, but see if there's anything that we can pick up for breakfast. Well, we're pretty much in the clear from the hurricane. It's already out to the Atlantic Ocean, but it started raining again here. So I guess we'll have a few more hours of this before we see the blue skies again. We're gonna drive through the Universal Orlando Resort area to see what things are looking like here. Right now, we're on Turkey Lake Road going north, and we're about to make a right turn on Hollywood Way, which is on the westernmost side of the resort area. So far, things are looking pretty good. The trees are intact, very minimal brush on the ground. Down this block is Sapphire Falls and Aventura. Everything is looking okay there. I don't know what the inside of the parks look like, but the surface streets seem to have fared pretty well. Traffic lights at the intersection of Universal Boulevard and Hollywood Way are working. I'm not seeing any flooding. The streets are clear. Things are looking good over here. So the only thing open in the area is IHOP and Denny's. And we took a vote, Denny's won. So we're headed to Denny's for breakfast. So in the Universal Studios area and down Universal Boulevard, people are out and about, but the power is out in this area, it looks like. And there are no traffic lights. I haven't seen any emergency vehicles anywhere, but people are trying to navigate the four-way stop, I guess. Oh wow, there's a huge oak tree right here in front of we're on Universal Boulevard, and wow, look at the trees. They're down, but they're roped off. So be careful driving down Universal Boulevard. So far, I'm not seeing any structural damage to anything in this area so far. But yeah, things are looking not as bad as they could have been, but there's lots of limbs and brush and a little bit of debris on the streets, but the streets are for the most part drivable. There's a Chick-fil-A right down the road from here that we like to go to when we're in the area, and I've already checked. I had thought about getting breakfast from Chick-fil-A, but they are not open. They will be back open according to the website tomorrow. The convention center looks fine. I'm not seeing any signs of damage. Windows to the building, the landscaping looks fine. I don't see any downed trees, so that's great. I hope we can say the same thing for Epic Universe, which is coming up in just a little bit. I hope Epic suffered very minimal structural damage considering how much progress they've made leading up to opening next year in 2025. We don't want any setbacks. Oh wow, all these trees have been knocked down, and these trees were planted recently. This is just in front of Epic Universe. I had a feeling that a lot of the new landscaping in this area might be affected, and sure enough it was. Right now we're at iDrive and Destination Parkway. The traffic lights are working here. There were a whole bunch of utility vehicles over there I saw. Everything seems to be up and running on iDrive. On the iDrive side, it looks like most of the convention center is intact. I'm not seeing anything out of the ordinary. Just, you know, a lot of brush on the ground, but nothing structural. There's a whole lot of branches right here. Oh, there's a sign down, but other than that, really not much going on. We're getting close to the restaurant row area, so we're gonna drive down there and see if anybody's open, even Publix, or I know there's an Einstein Bagels over there, so we're gonna go check that out. We knew that there were quite a few food options in this area, so we wanted to see if they were open before we committed to Denny's. I believe there's a Starbucks, yeah, Starbucks and an Einstein Bagels in this plaza, but it looks like nobody's open. Nope. Yeah, there are like 3 or 4 Denny's on iDrive, but we chose the one closest to Universal Boulevard. There was already a pretty long line when we pulled up, and we waited almost an hour before we were seated, but it was worth it because the food was really good. 1 whole hour before we got seated. We may not have our power back, but we're comfortable. We have pretty much everything else we need besides electricity. The water's running, we had no flooding issues. We're good, we just don't have power. I thought I'd suggest a couple of things that may help you if you ever lose power. So it's been about 11 hours since our power went out. No word yet from the power company when we can expect it to come back on. So we're just kind of sitting in limbo right now. But the power outages are widespread across Orlando. There are pockets here and there all over the city, north, south, east, and west, where people have lost power and some have power. As a matter of fact, just a couple of blocks north of me, everyone has their power. Even though we've been without power, we've been able to get in and out of the neighborhood. We were able to find somewhere open to eat. We just had breakfast at Denny's. So we're back home now, and I wanted to bring attention to a couple of things that made getting through this whole transition period from power to no power, hopefully to getting power again, a little easier. Right now, I'm sure you can tell that I'm illuminated with something, and I am using photography fill light. This helps a lot, not just with creating content, but just to get around your house. This light can be really helpful. It will give you enough light to be able to avoid accidentally bumping into things, but I got mine off of Amazon, and it's just called photography fill light. This is on Amazon. I will have this linked in the description box below, but it was really inexpensive and it's pretty bright, as you can see. It's adjustable. You can adjust the warmth, make it cool, or you can make it really warm. You can adjust the brightness. You can take it down like this, or you can make it super bright. So I definitely think this is worth the investment, but it doesn't hurt to have a few of these on hand. They do come in handy. Some people have bathrooms with no windows or closets with no windows, and this gives you just enough light to see what you're doing. So definitely consider picking up one or a couple of these fill lights. Very much worth it. The next thing that I recommend for whenever your power is out is a rechargeable light bulb. And this is it. The brand is, I'm assuming the pronunciation, well, I'm making up my own pronunciation, Jackon Lux. And that's what it looks like. On the back, you can see it comes with a little attachment, and I'll show you how this works. But basically, it looks just like a regular light bulb. When you screw the light bulb into your lamp socket and you plug it in, even though the lamp is not on, it's automatically charging. So as long as you keep it screwed into the lamp, it's charging. You turn the lamp on normally and it illuminates. That's all you need. So when the power goes out, this is gonna stay on. So I did use it last night, and it stayed bright for, I'd say, about 2.5 hours, not quite 3 hours. Then after that, it started to dim a little more, and a little more. And just at about dusk, I noticed it was a very, very faint light, but it works. And I guess it'll, give you, if you have a few of these around, you can change them out as needed. So if one goes completely out, you'll have another one as a backup, depending on how long you need the light. When I used it, it was already about 4:30 in the morning, so it was only a couple of hours before we started to get a little bit of light again from sunrise. But the way it works is this part here engages with this part in here. So once you screw it into place, and this is if you take it out of the lamp. You don't have to take it out of the lamp, but if you do, you screw this part in, then there's a little hook, and you can take this anywhere you want. You can carry it into the closet, hang it on one of your shelves. If you have those wire shelves, you can hook it onto that, but you can carry it around and you have a little light. And like I said, it's not as bright as it's supposed to be because it's already been used about 2 hours or so. So it's much brighter than this, but this is a really good thing to have on hand. So consider getting this. This is also on Amazon. I will link it in my description box below, but definitely worth the price. These are 60 watt I don't remember if they have other bulbs with a higher wattage. I'm not sure, I really don't remember, but once you look it up, everything should be there. But there are two. It comes with two little hanging attachments. Oh, what I did not show you was that on the bottom, there's a on-off press button, and that's what makes it go on and off. So super simple, super convenient. And the third thing that I wanted to share was these portable wireless phone chargers. I have an iPhone 14 Pro Max, and this is a lightning adapter. So if you have an iPhone or whatever phone that uses the lightning adapter, this is what you want to get. I have a bunch of these lying around the house, and I take them everywhere I go, so I always have something to charge my phone up, especially when I'm out and about traveling or in the theme parks. These come in super handy. I normally carry 3 with me at a time. There's a little button on the side that shows you how much power is left in the charger, and there are 2 different USB ports. I think one is a USB-C and the other one is Lightning. This one is Lightning where the button is, and the other one is USB-C. So these are super handy. Once again, they come from Amazon. I'll link this also in the description box below, but consider picking up a few of these. This will make it a lot easier for you to keep your phone and other devices charged with something portable when your power goes out. I use them every day, and they helped out even during this power outage. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's how we got through Hurricane Milton. And to all of our fellow Floridians, tourists that happened to be here in the area when Milton came through, hopefully everybody is doing well. Hopefully everyone is getting the assistance that they need, and we're all thinking of you. So let me know about the items that make things a little bit easier to get through power outages like this. If you made it to the end of this video, thanks so much for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share. And until the next video, see ya.